Get ready for a Saturday full of entertainment and education. Watch Chef Alex as he cooks and bakes his favorite dishes. Join our aquarium hobbyist as he shares his passion for tropical fish. Come along with me as I hit the bowling alley. Saturday Live has something for everyone. Tune in for a great time. Don't forget to follow us on social media for more updates and behind-the-scenes content.
Saturday night.
Okay, boys, here we go.
When I grow up, I want to stick my head through a circle at the beginning of movies and roar.
What's up now, bitch?
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Good Saturday evening, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale. I have an amazing show coming your way tonight. The road to our 10-year YouTube anniversary continues tonight as I'm going to host a road to my 10-year YouTube anniversary segment, and we're going to relive 10 minutes of my Fish Frenzy Tropical Fish live on location broadcast. The animal of the week is the giant panda bear from Asia. The Oasis Aquatics featured fish is the true Parrot Cichlid. Aquascapeonline featured fish is the Manueli Piranha. Aqua Alex's featured fish is the L128 Blue Phantom Pleco. And I'm going to recap the Superbowl from last Sunday. I'm going to talk about how to make money at home and how to deal with online hate. And WWE SmackDown Recap returns. SmackDown Recap will be replacing This Saturday in History. So as of tonight, there will be no more This Saturday in History. There will be SmackDown recaps. And finally, Sergeant Slaughter, starting tonight, will have a double set of facts. Tonight, he has facts on a local South Florida donut bakery, Jupiter Doughnuts, and then later on in the show, Sergeant Slaughter has facts on Starbucks. So having said all that, we have a great action-packed show. So let's go ahead and get this show started. As always, if you have any questions for me, please post them in the comments and I will answer your questions. All right, it's time for our first segment, which is Alex Cardinale Asks You. And I have questions I want your answers for. So go ahead and post your answers to these questions in the comments. My first question, how would you rate this year's Super Bowl? Did you like it? If you could host a weekly, daily TV show for one full year, who would you want as your co-host? And finally, what is something that you did as a younger person that was normal back then, but would be offensive today? Those are the questions. Post your answers in the comments. I'm going to start the show by answering these questions. How would I rate this year's Super Bowl? Did I like it? Yes, I loved this year's Super Bowl. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. The first half of Super Bowl 58 started off slow, but it definitely finished strong. It was only the second Super Bowl to go into overtime, so I really enjoyed this year's Super Bowl. I would give it an A-. I really wish the San Francisco 49ers won, though. Now, if I could host a weekly, daily TV show for one full year, I probably would love for my co-host to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. I like Stone Cold Steve Austin's personality. And finally, what is something that I did as a younger person that was normal back then, but would be offensive today? Well, it probably was a joke I made in high school when my social studies teacher asked me who my mentor was, and I was kind of pressured into saying it by my classmates, and I jokingly said, my mentor is Adolf Hitler. Obviously, that's not true, but it was a joke that I said, and back then people really weren't sensitive. But if someone said that now, there probably would be a big uproar, and a lot of people would probably be thrown out of that high school. So anyway, those are my questions. You can answer them in the comments. All right, now it's time for Keeping It Real with Alex Cardinale, and I've got a really special video I'm going to react to this week. Here is my Keeping It Real with Alex Cardinale video reaction. I have an image I'm also going to share on this week's Keeping It Real, and I have a couple of things we're going to talk about on this week's Keeping It Real. But for now, here is our reaction video. It is a guy that is calling a man a woman, and the man gets mad at being called a woman, and a fight initiates. Check it out.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Pardon me? Ma'am?
Ma'am.
Face? Why you call me ma'am?
Because I'm assuming your gender.
Well, you're an idiot.
Women don't get this mad.
Dude, don't let me hurt you.
Woman can't hurt me.
Find out.
Woman power. Fine, you know what? This.
Do it.
Hold on. Wait. You hit first.
All right. Come on.
Come on. I'm ready. Yeah.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Come on, man. You go, bro.
What are we doing?
I'm chilling, bro.
Oh, it's kind of funny at this point.
Yo, come on. You hit me good, bro.
Hit me?
You get really?
Yeah.
Respect.
I'm a boxer.
For real?
Yeah.
Give me one move, so like I got for the next person.
Like this.
All right, my man. Let me get your hat for you.
Hope you make some money.
Thank you, man. Bro, you brought my glasses. The dude punched the shit out of me.
That was a funny video. He looked like an older Goldberg, but he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, so got a lot of respect out of me. That was a funny video to share here on Keeping It Real. Now, I do have an image I want to show you here on Keeping It Real with Alex Cardinale, and it does revolve around my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it does revolve around the Super Bowl 58 champions as well. So, the image says, looks like the only team to beat Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl is Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers until further notice. Yes, that's right. My Buccaneers are the only team to defeat Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. However, I do not agree with the statement that Patrick Mahomes is Patrick McChokes, because he has won several Super Bowls now. He's won at least a few Super Bowls, so he's definitely working on his way to becoming a good superstar and a good quarterback, just like Tom Brady was. All right, so let's get to our first Keeping It Real topic. I enjoyed Super Bowl 58. Like I said earlier, Super Bowl 58 started off slow, but it finished strong. The only thing I wish was different was that the 49ers were the ones that get their hands held high in victory, but the Kansas City Chiefs overcame overtime, and won Super Bowl 58. Next year's Super Bowl takes place in a very cool stadium. Super Bowl 59 takes place in New Orleans next year. So New Orleans will host Super Bowl 59 next year. Next February, Super Bowl 59 takes place in New Orleans. And that's going to be an awesome Super Bowl. It's 20 years since Hurricane Katrina, so that's very, very cool that New Orleans is getting the Super Bowl. All right. I hope all of you had a good Valentine's Day. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day this past Wednesday, and I hope you all enjoyed Valentine's Day this past Wednesday. As of now, I don't personally care about Valentine's Day. I have nothing to look forward to or about Valentine's Day, so just wanted to share that. And finally, the last Keeping It Real thing I wanted to mention. Major League Baseball is back, baby. Major League Baseball spring training begins February 22nd, and Major League Baseball regular season begins March 28th. So on March 28th, it's the regular season, and MLB baseball is back. I love MLB baseball, and my favorite baseball team is the New York Yankees. So next week, here on Saturday Live, the Bronx Bombers Spotlight returns with a preview of MLB spring training for the New York Yankees. So go Yankees! Bronx Bombers Spotlight returns next Saturday here on Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale. And that is this week's Keeping It Real with Alex Cardinale. All right, let's go ahead and welcome WWE Fan Alex Cardinale to the show. And right now, we are going to do the segment that is replacing this Saturday in history, and that is WWE SmackDown Recap. Here is the recap from last night's Friday Night SmackDown, which took place on Friday, February 16th, 2024. So here is our SmackDown recap. SmackDown involved the Bloodline and The Rock last night. In the opening match, Kevin Owens defeated Dirty Dominic Mysterio to qualify for the men's Elimination Chamber match. Tiffany Stratton defeated Zelina Vega to qualify for the women's Elimination Chamber match. The Authors of Pain defeated Javier Bernal and Bew Morris. Logan Paul defeated The Miz to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match. Naomi defeated Alba Fire to qualify for the women's Elimination Chamber match. Nick Aldis announced Braun Breaker has signed with Friday Night SmackDown. So, Friday Night SmackDown newest superstar is Braun Breaker. Welcome, Braun Breaker, to the SmackDown roster. I think you chose the best show. And finally, in the main event, it was The Rock and Roman Reigns Bloodline segment. Roman Reigns officially welcomed The Rock to the Bloodline. The Rock came out and cut an awesome heel promo. I have to tell you, I like seeing The Rock cutting heel promos. It's been a while since we've seen a heel Rock, and I enjoy it. The Rock stated that all the fans in whatever city it was, I forgot, what the fans were all trash and stuff, so it was funny. But basically, this segment wasn't really important. All it stated was that The Rock is now part of the Bloodline. And that is this Friday's SmackDown recap. Next Friday's SmackDown will be the final SmackDown before Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia next Saturday. All right, now it is time for one of my favorite segments here on the show. It is now time for this week's Animal of the World. This week's Animal of the World is the very cute panda bear, which comes to us from Asia. So now, let's learn about the panda bear right here, right now, on Saturday Live.
It's no secret that Alex Cardinale loves animals. Alex has tropical fish and a dog as pets, but Alex also likes other animals, and all types of animals. It's time to learn about a featured animal. What animal will be discussed this week? Welcome to Animals of the World here on Saturday, live with Alex Cardinale.
This week's animal of the week is the giant panda bear. The giant panda bear is a gorgeous animal from China. Let's learn about the panda right now. The giant panda, Ailuropoda melanaluca, sometimes called a panda bear or simply panda, is a species of bear endemic to China. It is characterized by its bold black and white coat and rotund body. The name giant panda is sometimes used to distinguish it from the red panda, a neighboring mustaloid. Though it belongs to the order Carnivora, the giant panda is a folivore, which means it eats leaves with bamboo shoots and leaves making up more than 99% of its diet. Giant pandas in the wild occasionally eat other grasses, wild tubers, or even meat in the form of birds, rodents, or carrion. In captivity, they may receive honey, eggs, fish, yams, shrub leaves, oranges, or bananas, along with specially prepared food. The giant panda lives in a few mountain ranges in central China, mainly in Sichuan, and also in neighboring Shaanxi and Gansu. As a result of farming, deforestation, and other development, the giant panda has been driven out of the lowland areas where it once lived, and it is a conservation-reliant vulnerable species. A 2007 report showed 239 pandas living in captivity inside China and another 27 outside the country. By December 2014, 49 giant pandas lived in captivity outside China, living in 18 zoos in 13 countries. Wild population estimates vary. One estimate shows that there are about 1,590 individuals living in the wild, while a 2006 study via DNA analysis estimated that this figure could be as high as 2,000 to 3,000. Some reports also show that the number of giant pandas in the wild is on the rise. By March 2015, the wild giant panda population had increased to 1,864 individuals. In 2016, it was reclassified on the IUCN Red List from endangered to vulnerable, affirming decade-long efforts to save the panda. In July 2021, Chinese authorities also reclassified the giant panda as vulnerable. The giant panda has often served as China's national symbol, appeared on Chinese gold panda coins since 1982, and as one of the 5 Fua mascots of the 2008 Summer Olympics held in Beijing. Adults measure 3 feet all the way up to 6 feet. Males can weigh up to 350 pounds, while females are generally 10 to 20% smaller than males, and can weigh as little as 150 pounds, but as much as 276 pounds. The average weight is usually 220 to 300 pounds. The giant panda has a body shape typical of bears. It has black fur on its ears, eye patches, limbs, and shoulders. The rest of the animal's coat is white. The bear's distinctive coat appears to serve as camouflage in both winter and summer environments. The white areas may serve as camouflage in snow, while the black shoulders and legs provide crypsis and shade. Studies in the wild have found that when viewed from a distance, the panda displays disruptive coloration, while close up, they rely more on blending in. The black ears may signal aggressive intent, while the eye patches might facilitate them identifying one another. The giant panda's thick woolly coat keeps it warm in the cool forests of its habitat. The panda's skull shape is typical of Dirophagus carnivorans. It has evolved from previous ancestors to exhibit larger molars with increased complexity and expanded temporal fossa. The giant panda's diet is primarily herbivorous, consisting almost exclusively of bamboo. However, the giant panda still has the digestive system of a carnivore, as well as carnivore-specific genes, and thus derives little energy and little protein from consumption of bamboo. The ability to break down cellulose and lignin is very weak, and their main source of nutrients comes from starch and hemicelluloses. The most important part of their bamboo diet is the shoots, that are rich in starch and have up to 32% protein content. Accordingly, pandas have evolved a higher capability to digest starches than strict carnivores. During the shoot season, which lasts from April to August, they put on a lot of weight, which allows them to get through the nutrient-scarce period from late August to April, when they feed mostly on bamboo leaves. Pandas are born with sterile intestines and require bacteria obtained from their mother's feces to digest vegetation. The giant panda is a highly specialized animal with unique adaptations and has lived in bamboo forests for millions of years. Two of the panda's most distinctive features, its large size and round face, are adaptations to its bamboo diet. Anthropologist Russell Chichone observed, much like the vegetarian gorilla, the low body surface area to body volume of the giant panda is indicative of a lower metabolic rate. This lower metabolic rate and a more sedentary lifestyle allows the giant panda to subsist on nutrient-poor resources such as bamboo. Similarly, the giant panda's round face is the result of powerful jaw muscles, which attach from the top of the head to the jaw. Large molars crush and grind fibrous plant material. Pandas will travel between different habitats if they need to, so they can get the nutrients that they need and to balance their diet for reproduction. For 6 years, scientists studied 6 pandas tagged with GPS collars at the Fopping Reserve in the Kinling Mountains. They took note of their foraging and mating habits and analyzed samples of their food and feces. The pandas would move from the valleys into the Kinling Mountains and would only return to the valleys in autumn. During the summer months, bamboo shoots rich in protein are only available at higher altitudes, which causes low calcium rates in the pandas. During breeding season, the pandas would return to lower altitudes to eat bamboo leaves rich in calcium. Although adult giant pandas have few natural predators other than humans, young cubs are vulnerable to attacks by snow leopards, yellow-throated martens, eagles, feral dogs, and the Asian black bear. Subadults weighing up to 50 kilograms, 110 pounds, may be vulnerable to predation by leopards. The giant panda is a terrestrial animal and primarily spends its life roaming and feeding in the bamboo forests of the Kinling Mountains and in the hilly province of Sichuan. Giant pandas are generally solitary. Each adult has a defined territory, and a female is not tolerant of other females in her range. Social encounters occur primarily during the brief breeding season, in which pandas in proximity to one another will gather. After mating, the male leaves the female alone to raise the cub. Pandas communicate through vocalization and scent marking, such as clawing trees or spraying urine. Pandas have been kept in zoos as early as the Western Han Dynasty in China, where the writer Sima Shangru noted that the panda was the most treasured animal in the Emperor's Garden of Exotic Animals in the capital Chang'an, present Xi'an. Not until the 1950s were pandas again recorded to have been exhibited in China's zoos. Chi-Chi at the London Zoo became very popular. This influenced the World Wildlife Fund to use a panda as its symbol. That is everything on the panda. I hope you learned a lot about pandas. Next week, learn about the Western gorilla.
Thank you for all that wonderful information on this week's Animal of the Week. It was awesome learning about the panda bear. All right, now we're going to get to our first topic of the evening, and we're going to get to sports right now. Right now, we're going to go ahead and recap the NFL Super Bowl from this past Sunday. Like I said earlier, I enjoyed the Super Bowl, but let's go ahead and recap this year's Super Bowl. So this year's Super Bowl was won by the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl 25-22, and the Kansas City Chiefs went back-to-back. They won Super Bowl 57 in 2023, and this year in Super Bowl 58, they won in 2024. The Chiefs beat the 49ers 25-22. Patrick Mahomes had an outstanding game. The Chiefs quarterback finished 34 of 46 for 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception on the night, but he also ended the game as the Kansas City Chiefs' leading rusher. Patrick Mahomes finished a perfect 8 of 8 for 42 yards and a score on his game-winning drive in overtime. And he conjured a vital 4th down conversion to keep his team in the game early in that drive. In the end, the Mahomes-Travis Kelce connection was just inevitable. Kells caught 9 of his 10 targets for 93 yards and 5 first downs, producing 2 explosive plays of 15 or more yards. It was a really good Super Bowl, and I really enjoyed it this year. So at least I enjoyed this year's Super Bowl. Chiefs won it 25-22. All right, now it's time to go bowling. Let's see how I bowled this past Thursday. All right, so the last couple of weeks I bowled terrible. I wasn't able to get my average at all. But I'm happy to say this Thursday I bowled much, much, much better. I'm very proud of how I bowled this week. So I entered in with an average of 101. Game 1, I got 97 pins. Game 2, I got 111 pins. And Game 3, I got 106 pins. So in Game 1, I was 4 pins away from my average. Game 2, I was over my average. And Game 3, I was also over my average. So that is great. I'm back to being myself as a bowler. So for a total, I had 314 pins. And I had 9 spares and 2 strikes. I'll be looking to get more strikes next week. When I threw the ball straight, I either got a split or I got 9 pins. So hopefully next week when I throw the ball straight, I will get more strikes. But 314 total pinfall, 9 spares, 2 strikes ain't bad, and I can't wait to bowl again this Thursday. All right, we are on the road to history because in 18 days, it will be our 10-year YouTube anniversary. It'll be the 10th anniversary of me on YouTube. And every Saturday starting tonight until March 2nd, we're going to travel on the road to our 10-year YouTube anniversary, and we're going to relive a special guest interview or a special moment. Tonight, we're going to pay tribute to a friend who I lost earlier this week. My friend Ed Picard passed away. So this week's tribute for our 10-year YouTube anniversary goes to my friend Ed Picard. I'm going to play a video that I'm going to play a video of a gold striped maroon clown that I purchased from Ed, and then I'm going to play a 9-minute video of a Fish Frenzy live on location broadcast on our road to our legendary 10-year YouTube anniversary.
In just 18 days, I, Alex Cardinale, will be celebrating 10 strong years on YouTube. In 18 days, it will be my 10-year YouTube anniversary. The 10-year YouTube anniversary airs live Wednesday, March 6th and Thursday, March 7th, 2024, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale. Beginning on tonight's episode of Saturday Live, and continuing on the next few episodes, I'll be hosting a segment called The Road to the 10-year YouTube anniversary. I'll be playing best moments or a guest interview from years past to get us ready for the big celebration. Tonight you will get to take a look at a gorgeous gold-striped maroon clownfish I purchased from Fish Frenzy, and you'll hear a live on location broadcast I did at Fish Frenzy 10 years ago. Don't miss the 10-year YouTube anniversary, live Wednesday, March 6th and Thursday, March 7th, 2024, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.
All right, so here is that beautiful gold striped maroon clown I purchased from Ed. And right after that video, I am going to play the live on location broadcast that I filmed in 2014, 10 years ago.
So I'm in South Hadley currently, and I decided to visit my friend Ed Picard, who's got a fish store here in South Hadley called Fish Frenzy. So a shout out to all of my viewers in Western Mass. I think you guys should check out Fish Frenzy because he stocks a lot of nice stuff. He's a very, very nice man, very knowledgeable in the aquarium hobby, and he's a hobbyist by heart. And that's something I respect about a lot of fish stores. Now, he has freshwater, so I know that a lot of you are freshwater keepers. And he also has saltwater. He's got saltwater corals, anemones, and some awesome fish at Fish Frenzy, like this gold striped maroon clown at an unbeatable price of $40. So, I haven't shared this publicly with you guys, but I recently lost my inch and a half to 2-inch maroon because, like an idiot, I put him in the 120 thinking he'd be okay, but he became lunch for the Niger. But luckily, my friend Ed has a medium to large size maroons, and I got this one, and he's very, very beautiful. These are actually tank raised, so it's even better than the other ones that I've had in the past. Gorgeous fish. So if you're into maroon clowns, gold striped maroons, I'd go get the one that Ed has. There's another one that's even beautiful like this. Sorry, my hand's starting to ache from holding the bag. But very, very gorgeous fish. So check out Fish Frenzy in South Hadley, Massachusetts. And Ed is also on Facebook. I saw a very nice hippo tang, a nice Valentini puffer, and some other awesome freshwater stuff. Thanks for watching. Fish Frenzy owner Ed Picard, how are you today, sir?
Oh, pretty good. How are you, Alex?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to have you on the show. This is my first time having you ever on the Aquatics, and I'm glad to be broadcasting here live.
Yeah, it's I hear a little echo because I'm hearing the radio show and your voice at slightly different times, but we'll work with that.
Now, I can remember shopping with you since I was in my early teenage years, and now I am a young adult, and I always remember your store had awesome fish and the best prices in town. I've always liked your store, and I think you do a fantastic job.
Well, thank you. I try to bring back the roots of what I used to experience when I was a kid back in the '60s. So, try to do.
Sorry about that. We had a little loss of connection there for a second. Sorry about that. We had a loss of connection for a second.
Is that true? Am I back on?
Yep,
Okay.
you're back on. Yep.
All right. So yeah, I kind of draw the theme of my store based on the stores I used to go to when I was a kid, and that's basically why it's a little different than what you see out there. And,
Sure. I actually do have some questions for you. I actually do have some questions for you that I'd like to ask you.
Okay.
Now, I can remember a store in West Springfield, Ludlow, and Eden Orchard. Now, when did Fish Frenzy first open, and how did you get into the fish store business?
Yeah, actually, I ran a fish store when I was in high school out of a back room in my parents' house. But then I gave it up for about 20 years when I moved to Cambridge, Mass. But towards the end of my stay in Cambridge, I started working at a pet store in Saugus, a really large pet store, and I got reinterested in fish and the business both. And so I opened my own store in Cambridge called Boston Pet and Boston Tropical Fish and Reptiles. I opened it with a partner, and that didn't go well. So we split our ways, and I moved back to South Hadley. When I moved back to South Hadley, I got bored, so I opened a little store in Amherst, and I was there for 5 years with Amherst Aquarium. But I wanted to get more business, so I moved to West Springfield and changed the name to Fish Frenzy then. Now, my location in West Springfield wasn't ideal. It was on a busy road, Riverdale Road, or they call it Riverdale Street now. But it was hard to get to because the traffic was only one way. So So somebody suggested I move to Indian Orchard, and I found a nice spot there. But I was only there for a short time before I needed more space, so I moved across the street in Indian Orchard. And then I decided to move to Ludlow for a little bit better location, and I was there for 5 years. But now things have changed, and I wanted to downsize a bit and be closer to home, so I moved here to South Hadley. And that's really the history.
That sounds great. So you answered my next question, actually. My next question was for you. Why did you move to South Hadley? But you pretty much answered that already.
Yeah, it's pretty close to my house, and it's a pretty good spot. It has something I didn't have in the other store, which was cement floors, so I don't have to worry about water leaking through the floor when there's the inevitable spills. And so I kind of like the spot. The electricity is a little cheaper here in South Hadley because the town owns the utilities, and it's publicly owned instead of commercial. So that helps out too.
Awesome. So my next question for you is, what is your best seller, and do you have any sales?
Actually, my best sellers are probably, and it's weird because every week I have regular customers that don't know I sell frozen food, and yet the frozen food is really probably the thing that I have to make sure I stock every week. So I'd say frozen food, the flake foods, the omega-1 line is very popular, as well as the cobalt and Hikari foods that I sell because I have those at good prices. And then I'd say filter cartridges are another big seller, especially the no-name brands, which I sell at a lower price than the packaged ones. And then for livestock, I sell a lot of aquatic plants, tetras, a lot of smaller fish for planted tanks. African cichlids are popular. And then I do also sell a lot of corals. And right now people tend to buy the frags because they're cheaper. Frags are like little segmented pieces of coral that are cut off and growing in a cheaper way of starting than buying a large colony of coral. The saltwater fish are harder to get, but I do pretty well with the tank-raised clownfish. So I guess that's about it. I'd say, the best seller is probably the frozen food, mysis shrimp, bloodworms, frozen brine shrimp, and probably spirulina-fed brine shrimp is a big seller here. It's they actually take the brine shrimp and they feed it spirulina algae until it turns green, and so the fish get the best of both worlds. They get the brine shrimp, which are like candy for them, and then they also are consuming the spirulina algae, which is a very nutritious algae. Because the brine shrimp by itself tends not to be as nutritious. I guess that's probably the best seller, the frozen foods.
Sounds great. So what do you have for stock for freshwater fish and saltwater fish right now?
Let's see. For freshwater fish, I picked up something unusual that I'd never had before, and I've had like 3 of them so far. They're the giant puffer, the imbu. It's MBU is spelled. It's a giant freshwater puffer, and they're pretty neat. They seem to be pretty friendly. They don't appear to be as nasty as some of the smaller brackish water ones that tend to bite other fish. And so far, of the ones I've had, they don't come down with fungus or ick problems like the brackish water ones do. So he's kind of interesting. Let's see. And of course, my favorite is always the red hook silver dollars. I always have those in stock because they're a personal favorite. Then there's the regular things, the neon tetras and cardinal tetras. The glowfish have been very popular lately, even though the price hasn't come down on them. The glowfish are actually genetically modified fish, and they're the first fish with a patent on them. So there's lawyers involved, so I guess you'll never see the price come down on those, but they're still pretty fascinating. Then there's a lot of African cichlids. Mostly when I say African cichlids, we're talking about the Malawi cichlids, the Mbuna, the rock-dwelling Malawi cichlids. There's also the open water Malawi cichlids. And then there's a whole bunch of other cichlids from Africa, from the different lakes. But usually when people say African cichlids, they mean the Malawi, Mbuna, or rock-dwelling cichlids, which are probably the most colorful and tend to be the least expensive of them also. So, yeah, I do have a lot of those in stock. For saltwater fish, I have some sand-sifting gobies, some watchman gobies, and mandarin blennies, which are pretty colorful. Those kind of require special care. And then I have some tank-raised fish, like the Atlantic neon gobies that are a cleaner fish. They'll go up on the other fish and eat parasites off the fish or dead skin. And the other fish seem to enjoy it. And then I got the tank-raised clownfish, of course. And the 6-line wrasse are pretty popular because they tend to do things in the tank as well as being maybe the most colorful saltwater fish there is, because they have blue, magenta, yellow, have green tail, orange eyes. Pretty fascinating little fish. And they never stay still, so you can never get a full glimpse of all their colors. And let's see, we got a mimic yellow tang. He's kind of a film algae eater. And then there's a few triggerfish. I guess that's about it for the fish stock.
It all begins again. You are invited to celebrate 10 years of Alex Cardinale on YouTube. Alex Cardinale created this YouTube channel on March 6, 2014. At the very beginning, this channel was dedicated to tropical fish and aquariums. As the years progressed, this channel has incorporated WWE, cooking and baking, crime discussion, and even a Saturday talk show. Now, 10 years later, I am growing bigger and better on YouTube. I now have well over 1,000 videos, well over 16,000 subscribers, and well over 200 million views. For 10 years straight, I've put my blood, sweat, and tears into this YouTube channel. Through the good and the bad, one thing has always remained true. Alex Cardinale will always be on YouTube. No one or nothing can stop me from creating my quality content, and no one can stop all my success. From 2014 to 2024, I've persevered through the hard times and celebrated all the good times. I'm very thankful for my loyal audience. Now on March 6th and March 7th, 2024, it all begins again. It's a new beginning. Let's celebrate a decade of dominance, a decade of perseverance, a decade of the unexpected, a decade of greatness, and of course a decade of being legendary. The 10-year YouTube anniversary will be a 2-night extravaganza beginning Wednesday, March 6th, 2024, and concluding at the end of the show on Thursday, March 7th, 2024. Both shows will begin promptly at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and will air live on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale. It will be a stupendous event, and you are all invited to be there. The 10-year YouTube anniversary extravaganza begins Wednesday, March 6, 2024, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Night 1 of the 10-year YouTube anniversary has a stupendous lineup. There will be a very special, mystery surprise guest who will be revealed during the show. Loyal viewer and personal friend Jeremy Stelhern will be another guest joining the fun. Chef Alex is celebrating a decade of being on YouTube in style. Chef Alex will whip out the KitchenAid stand mixer and preheat the oven because he will be making cannoli sandwich cookies and red velvet cheesecake. Aqua Alex will also be in attendance, and he will discuss something fishy and may even get new fish and have a surprise in store for the audience. Alex will have a surprise vlog-style video at a cool location. It could be a zoo, it could be an amusement park, it could be a casino. It will be revealed during the show. Surprise appearances. Who will make an appearance this year? Detective Alex will discuss the Springfield, Massachusetts Strangler Alfred Gaynor. All that and more. Live Wednesday, March 6, 2024 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale. The stupendous 10-year anniversary party continues on Night 2, live Thursday, March 7, 2024, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale. Another stupendous lineup in store to conclude the 10-year anniversary. Aquatic wetline supporter and Oasis Aquatics owner Tom McGuire will be one of our special guests. What will he discuss? Will he bring a special fish-keeping gift for all the fish keepers watching? Hint, there may be an Oasis Aquatics discount. Business mentor, podcaster, and personal friend Catherine Jones, will be another guest to join the party. Catherine has known Alex since 2013 and has been with him throughout this incredible journey. Aqua Alex will do an Oasis Aquatics unboxing and have some other fish surprises. Chef Alex celebrates 10 years in style once again by showing you how to make a cheap man's version of veal parmigiana using beef. Chef Alex will also show you how to make a chocolate cake with peanut butter frosting. There will be another surprise vlog at a surprise mystery location. Who will make special appearances? Will it be a legend like Mick Foley or Kurt Angle from years past? Detective Alex Cardinale will discuss a shooting that happened at a Lake Worth, Florida high school. All that and more, live Thursday, March 7th, 2024, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale. Be part of history and have fun.
All right, welcome back to Saturday Live with me, Alex Cardinale, and we have a very special live viewer in the house. Shout out to my friend Jeff for tuning in once again, and Jeff actually answered our questions. Jeff said he would give the Super Bowl a 0. San Francisco should have won. I definitely agree with you, Jeff. He said he would have me as a co-host. Thank you very much. That means a lot. I'm honored to hear that. And nothing in a perfect world. I agree. That's a very good answer. Also, Jeff has a very good question that I want to go over. And Jeff asks me, have you ever regretted a show that you have done? That is a very good question, considering that I have done thousands of shows and videos. Probably no. I haven't regretted doing a show, but there have been a couple of shows where I thought maybe I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. When I put my mind to something and I schedule it and I create it, I usually follow through with it, unless for some reason a special guest cancels or something. One particular show comes to mind. It was a rant that I did on someone that I felt was a friend, but we had a personal fallout, and I ended up doing an entire rant on him. That was a show that, looking back now, probably should have never made it to the air, but it did. But I don't regret it, because there's nothing on that show that I said or did that would be terrible. Terrible as in criminal, because nothing on that show was criminal. But again, it was kind of immature. But now I've matured a lot, so I definitely won't do that again. That was probably the only show that has ever come close to me regretting a show. But that was a great question. I had to think long and hard about that one. Just as I remember the roast of Willie T. Yeah, we roasted him like a pig. That's funny. All right. So now we're going to welcome Sergeant Slaughter to the show for the first of his 2 facts. And each Saturday starting tonight, he's going to have facts on a local South Florida business. Tonight, he has facts on Jupiter Doughnuts.
Sergeant Slaughter here. Every Saturday, from here on out, I am going to have 2 sets of facts for you. Facts on local South Florida businesses and events, and facts on various things. Here are this week's facts on an awesome South Florida donut shop known as Jupiter Doughnuts. Jupiter Doughnut Factory opened its doors in 2012, and the new owners took over in 2013. Our bakers start at the wee early hours of midnight, sometimes sooner, to start frying and baking. We take pride in our fresh, never-frozen donuts. We produce as many donuts as we are able to, without compromising our product's freshness. We start with the freshest ingredients and handcraft each and every donut. Starting at midnight, our donut engineers begin the process of creating the fresh donuts you crave. We open at 6 a.m., so you better get here early. We close at 1 p.m. or when we sell out of donuts, whichever comes first. Please contact your store directly, as some store hours may vary. All our bagels, croissants, and Southern-style sausage gravy are made fresh every night. Real eggs, deli sliced American cheese, bacon, ham, sausage, or a Trenton, New Jersey favorite, the pork roll. Each sandwich is made to order, and with our coffee is the perfect breakfast. We have over 40 homemade donuts, including Boston cream, chocolate coconut, chocolate glazed, chocolate iced sprinkles, and many specialty flavors such as Oreo cookies and cream, M&M, red velvet, and more. We also sell breakfast sandwiches. We have locations all throughout South Florida. Our locations are Boynton Beach, 2260 Woolbright Road, Boynton Beach, Florida; Jupiter, 141 Center Street, Lake Worth; 6346 Lantana Road, Suite 62, North Palm Beach; 420 U.S. Highway 1, Royal Palm Beach; 1115 Royal Palm Beach Boulevard, Stewart; 2004 Southeast Federal Highway. For more information on Jupiter Doughnuts, go to jupiterdoughnuts.com or stop by one of the Jupiter Doughnut locations.
Thank you, Sergeant Slaughter, for those amazing facts on Jupiter Doughnuts. Sergeant Slaughter will be back towards the end of the show with facts on Starbucks. Right now, we're going to hear a word from our friend, Catherine Jones, who has her own book to promote.
Do you love to read? Are you looking for the next drama fiction book to read? You should check out Moments the Weekend, written and published by Catherine Jones. Escape into a world of emotions and experiences with Catherine's latest book, Moments the Weekend. Immerse yourself in a captivating journey that explores the magic hidden within the ordinary. About the book: in Moments the Weekend, discover the power of seemingly simple moments as they unfold over a weekend. Through laughter, tears, and unexpected twists, the characters invite you to join them on a roller coaster of emotions. It's a story that will resonate with anyone who cherishes the beauty of life's fleeting moments. Why you'll love it: engaging characters you'll connect with, a plot that keeps you hooked from start to finish, a celebration of the beauty in everyday life. Thank you for your support. As an independent author, your support means the world to Catherine. Thank you for being part of this incredible journey. Get your copy today and dive into the magic. https://tntbsmedia.com/.
All right now it's time for our second topic. And right now I'm going to tell you how you can make money working from home. And I'm going to give you some information that I found from Google that is going to be very beneficial for me and everyone else who is currently unemployed at the moment. So here we go. Here is how to make money working from home. You could become an online tutor. There are plenty of kids out there who need help with school, and you can become an online tutor by applying to be a tutor, and you can help kids graduate. You can start a drop shipping business. You can sell things on websites like Amazon and eBay, and you never have to physically touch the product if you start a drop shipping business. You can start a YouTube channel, and once you get a huge following, you can monetize your YouTube channel. But do be aware, this is a timed process. You cannot start a YouTube channel and expect to be monetized within the first year. Some people have gotten that lucky, but there are others like me who are almost 10 years into it, and we are close to being monetized. So don't just start a YouTube channel thinking you're going to get a lot of money right away, because that's not how it works. Also, you can sell photos. You can take pictures of the skyline of New York City, for example, or LA or Miami, and you can sell those photos. A lot of people will buy images like that. And you could also sell personal photos as well, if you get what I mean, on OnlyFans. And finally, look for virtual jobs. Virtual jobs working from home are still all the rage, even 4 years later in 2024. All right, those are my tips for how you can make money working from home from Google. All right, right now we're going to welcome Aqua Alex to the show. It is now time for our Oasis Aquatics featured fish. And this week's Oasis Aquatics featured fish is the true South American Parrot Cichlid. This is not the hybrid that you get from Pleco or PetSmart. It is a true Parrot Cichlid, a very beautiful fish, and it's this week's Oasis Aquatics featured fish. I'm actually going to be getting a true Parrot Cichlid from Oasis Aquatics for my 10-year YouTube anniversary.
So my name is Tom. I started fish keeping when my grandfather dug a fish tank out of the attic when I was about 5 years old.
So my name's Matt. I'm part of Oasis Aquatics. Been doing this for a long time. Started when I was about 7 years old. 22 years of doing this business.
I'm 29 years old now. I never stopped. There wasn't a day in between where I did not think about fish keeping.
I was doing a vet tech job for many years. Eventually I stopped that because this is my passion in my life.
Matt and I have known each other far too long, as many friendships should be.
And you're like, you know what? We need a fish store. There's no fish stores around here. So we had to make it easy access for everyone, to have many varieties from the little small stuff for everyone to the monster fish keeper people.
No matter what it is that you're looking to do, we can provide it for you.
So the true parrot cichlid is a large growing and unique cichlid from the warm, acid waters of the Orinoco and Negro rivers. So you'll find the true parrot cichlid in South America in the acidic waters of the Orinoco and Negro rivers. The true parrot cichlid gets its name from the vibrant markings around its face, which locals in its native range consider similar to their native macaws. In the wild, they are usually found in slow-moving, relatively shallow water habitat where temperatures may exceed 86 degrees Fahrenheit and the pH may be as low as 4.0. In the aquarium, they are quite adaptable but will show their best coloration in warm, slightly acidic water. True parrot cichlids are sensitive to water quality, and regular large water changes should be performed to ensure low levels of nitrate and organics. I cannot wait to raise my very own true, authentic parrot cichlid from South America. I will be getting my very own parrot cichlid in a few weeks from Oasis Aquatics for my 10-year YouTube anniversary, and you can see me unboxing that true parrot cichlid on my 10-year YouTube anniversary in just 18 days. So if you're looking for a true parrot cichlid, just go to oasisaquaticsnj.com and go purchase one now. Anyway, here is a video showing you how beautiful true parrot cichlids are. And that was the Oasis Aquatics featured fish. Aqua Alex will be back later on in the show for the Aquascapeonline featured fish, which is the Manueli Piranha, and Aqua Alex will be back for his featured fish, which is the L128 Blue Phantom Pleco. But right now it's time for my final segment here on Saturday Live. It is now time for Karens of the Weekend. I've got 5 crazy Karens this week.
It's time for Karens of the Weekend here on Saturday Live. Which men and women are losing their shit? Which men and women are causing a scene? What is a Karen? Slang typically for a middle-class white woman who is perceived as entitled or demanding beyond the scope of what is normal. Depictions include demanding to speak to the manager, being racist, or wearing a particular bob cut hairstyle. Now let's see who makes the Karen list this weekend.
So here is our first Karen of the week.
Is there a number to call? What is it? And then, you know, for you to be a manager and for you to walk away and say that's fine, that's not how you handle customer service at all. You didn't even apologize for the inconvenience or anything. And are you going to listen? I mean, are you listening? I'm asking you, are you listening?
Pull up and I can help you, man, if you like.
No, when I made my complaint with you, you didn't apologize. You walked away with an arrogant attitude saying, that's fine. Yeah, that's what you said. So that's not what you do? If it's a constant complaint? And then he walks away. Yeah, but I need him because that's not how he handles. This is how he's training y'all to be. And if he's going to be rude, his staff is going to be rude. I need to speak back to him. I understand that. But I'm a customer too, and I have a complaint. And he's
Wow, you go to McDonald's of all places and complain, and then imagine when a manager gives you attitude to get angry at it. Here is our next Karen video.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You're rude. What is your problem?
You might run your old man, but you ain't running me.
What is your problem? Why? Call the cops. Call the cops, dummy. Call the cops. I'm serious. Show me. Did you lock my door? Yeah. Okay, I'm freaking out now.
That is one crazy old bastard, to say the least. Let's check out our next Karen.
Okay, I need to know who the hell was chewing gum here. Sorry? Who was chewing gum? Because we got gum inside of our pizza and I'm not happy right now. That's not gum. Smell it. That's mint. That's mint gum. I bit into the pizza and there's inside of it. Somebody here making it dropped the gum in here and left it inside the pizza. And I didn't know what you guys are going to do about this.
If you like, I can give you your money back and throw this away for you. I can make another pizza for you, whatever you like.
I'd definitely like a refund on this. Okay. Because I am not happy about this.
I'm not sure.
I mean, there's no reason why somebody should be chewing gum while they're prepping the food. Because one, that's a major health code violation. And I need corpus number for it.
Okay. But, I mean, as far as that goes, I'm not sure how that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know either, but whoever's prepping the food really needs to do their job better because this is ridiculous. There's no reason it should be gum inside of this.
What's the name on your order?
It was Mike. I don't think he even took my name, but it was two hot and readies probably about 10 minutes ago.
Did you pay that with a credit card or was it cash?
It was cash. Should have been like 13 something for the total.
Did they go with classics?
Yeah, just both classics.
12, 13. I just need one of the entire order. Okay.
Let's need that corpus number.
Little Caesars listens is the website we'll have you go through. On there, they may still have an 800 number, but I'm pretty sure they're sending everyone through a website instead of actually calling them for a appointment.
Okay. All right, thank you.
That's it.
That's gross that he found gum in his pizza, but at least he got his full refund. Some stores won't give you a full refund, but at least the Little Caesars at that location did. Here is our next Karen.
You guys want me to. I don't understand. Yeah, but she's telling me to shut my mouth. Okay. I said, yeah, well, you want me to ring you up, that's fine, but you're going to have to hear my voice. Otherwise, you can go to another register.
You don't need to talk to her like that. That's actually crazy.
Go ahead.
I'm
doing everything I can.
But like,
when somebody tells me to shut my mouth and ring them up, I'm not gonna be okay with that.
but how you're talking to an elder? Like one thing is us, but don't do that.
Where do I draw the line with people talking to me like this?
You doing too much.
You either. You're just stealing shit in here. That's the second time you've been in here stealing shit. So get out. Go ahead. Okay. You know what, guys? We're done. We're done. Everybody stop. We're done.
Like, what is happening?
She's stressed out. We don't have enough help.
Because I'm the manager. I have to lock the doors when I walk out.
Okay, let's take our stuff, put it in the cart.
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
It's out of pocket.
Grab
your stuff.
Right? You don't want to hear my voice, then don't come to my register.
Can I go ahead and pay?
What the fuck? No, I gotta take my line. That's not fair to them. It's not fair to them. Take your people.
Okay, everybody, okay, what I want to do is nobody get this line. Okay.
So I have to take hers off of here, right? No,
Yeah.
You guys understand where it's shutting, right?
Balloons are shut down for the rest.
So like I was watching an episode of Shameless. The most funniest part is when that black guy was accusing her of being a racist because the old lady was black, and she goes, "Get out of here! You're stealing. I'm tired of you stealing." Get out of here! Yeah, that was funny. Well, here's our final Karen of the week this week.
She doesn't even understand the language. It's a language barrier. There was a mistake with rice, and now the food's cold. She's going to have to remake it twice. She's overwhelmed. She's probably on. I even started to film. I don't know what's happening, but I explained myself very clearly to her, and she got like offended. There was a mistake with hard rice, like someone undercooked the rice. Look at her flustered right there. Okay, can I go now?
Sir, I understand for your frustration, but
There's no frustration. I'm not frustrated at all. I'm very happy.
I'm asking your receipt.
Okay, but you asked 5 minutes after because you got mad.
No,
and
I
it's too
cannot
late.
give you a free food.
You're not giving any free food.
No,
You're in. I don't want to say what I want to say because I know.
You're working at the Starbucks, right?
And we don't ask for receipts. We exchange it right away.
I know
And you're being condescending. You just rolled your eyes at me. You're gonna get fired because of this. This will go viral. I would be so happy if you got fired because you're the manager and you're ruining the business of Panda Express.
I didn't.
You're jealous. You're jealous because I can't provide something. I can go get it now, but you asked 6 minutes into our conversation. This is at a lunchtime rush. People are walking out of the business because they don't even want to come in here. So what are we doing here? Either way, you're going to make me food again. I'll pay for it.
This is your food, sir.
No, it's cold now. I have money to buy my lunch, and she won't. I need warm food.
Because she asked you to be like charger over here.
It's okay, but I just need to go.
And then she's gonna become.
I'm going to have to order the same thing twice.
It's okay. I can replace your plates if you want.
Okay, can I just have this? And I won't have any problems with you?
Are you planning to replace?
No, I just want to leave with my food. They made a mistake on Saturday. I come here 3 times a week. You must see me. I come here all the time. I work right next door.
So you want to pay?
I want fresh food or my food right now.
Okay, I will give it to you right now.
Okay. You will give it to me right now. Imagine you only get 25 minutes for lunch and you spend at least 15 minutes arguing with someone over a profit of maybe $3. It's a Wild West. I'm not happy. I'm very frustrated now. I don't know what world we're living in. I'm just happy that I'm still breathing. I feel like you're going to have a heart attack. You have anxiety, and I'm getting anxiety from you. I just came to get food. It's very quick. I came before the lunch rush to get out of here so I can go back to work. You're not sorry. It's not fair. You're embarrassing me. I feel like I should sue them for a lawsuit. You're embarrassing me. You're making a scene. I'm very embarrassed right now.
You're the one embarrassing.
No, you're embarrassing me.
No, I didn't.
Everyone's looking at me. It's making my heart bump like 100 beats a minute because I'm embarrassed.
I tried to understand.
Okay, thank you.
Just say right now.
She's still saying to pay for it. This is the world we live in. And I came in here to buy my food, bro. But this is a Wild West world, bro. The Wild West world.
All right, that is this week's Karens of the Week. Hopefully next week I won't be on Karens of the Week, nor will any of my amazing viewers be on Karens of the Week. All right, let's go ahead and welcome Chef Alex to the show. And Chef Alex has another diabetic-friendly recipe for us this week.
It's time for Chef Alex to cook and bake or give out delicious tips and recipes. Let Chef Alex share his love and passion of cooking and baking with you. Let's all welcome Chef Alex right here right now on Saturday Live.
All right, so this week's diabetic-friendly recipe is a healthy chicken parmesan. So if you have diabetes and you want to have chicken parm, well, there is an alternative healthy way to have chicken parm that does not include gluten that comes in the form of the breadcrumbs. You can have a grilled chicken parm, and I actually do enjoy grilled chicken parm with broccoli. It really is good. So to make grilled chicken parm, you're going to use your outdoor grill or a griddle. You're going to fully cook your chicken on the grill. You're going to remove it from the grill, and you can season it with salt and pepper and Italian seasoning before you put it on the grill if you wish. Once it is fully cooked and off the grill, you're going to put it in a casserole pan, and you're going to top it with your favorite marinara sauce, and you're going to top it with mozzarella cheese, provolone cheese, and Parmesan cheese, and bake that in a 375-degree oven for about 10 minutes. Take it out of the oven and serve it with fresh steamed broccoli or asparagus, or you can serve it with pasta if you wish as well. That is a great, healthy alternative to chicken parmesan. If you want to watch your gluten and how much bread you eat in your diet, a really, really delicious recipe. All right, right now it's time for our crumble cookie spotlight for all our sweet tooth lovers out there.
With over 170 flavors, Crumble always has a cookie to help celebrate the sweet victories in life. In case you feel like you didn't have a victory today, here are a few. You put on pants today. You put on anything passing as pants today. You emptied the dishwasher. You know what day it is. You watched a show today. You watched a show about a show today. Your team won the big game. Your team tried to win the big game. You didn't even know there was a big game. The sweet taste of victory. Get yours.
So here was this past week's crumble cookie menu. This menu is still good until about 12 midnight, and then a new menu will get posted tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Chocolate covered strawberry, a chocolate cookies and cream cookie smothered with fresh strawberry cream cheese frosting with a drizzle of semi-sweet chocolate. Molten lava, a scrumptious dark chocolate cookie oozing with hot fudge and sprinkled with powdered sugar. Valentine's Original featuring M&M candies. That is my favorite cookie from Crumble this week. Vanilla Bean Cupcake, a delicious cakey vanilla bean cookie with creamy vanilla cream cheese frosting and a dash of white sprinkles. There was the mystery cookies this week and milk chocolate chip. The classic, you can't go wrong. Thick, soft, and packed with milk chocolate chips. That was this week's crumble cookie menu. And I can't wait to see what next week's menu will be. All right, it's time for our final topic tonight here on Saturday Live. And now I'm going to tell you how to deal with online hate. Trust me, if there's someone that has dealt with online hate before, it is me. It is yours truly. I have dealt with it for my YouTube channel and my various podcasts. But here is how I coped with it. Breathe. Getting angry after receiving some nasty comments is not unsurprising, especially when a lot of them are written just to upset you. Using breathing techniques will help get your emotions under control and give you a minute to think about what you want to do next. Think. Being a keyboard warrior can be a good thing when it comes to saving the planet or fighting injustice, but not so much when it comes to dealing with online hate. It is natural to want to jump on your phone and start tapping away a reply that is both hilarious and devastating, but you might find yourself quickly stuck in a feud that even a drama channel would probably stay out of. So instead of insulting them back, think about what you really want to happen as a result of this. The chances are a long, drawn-out argument in your DMs is probably not the one. Block the person. Block the person that is giving you online hate. That'll get rid of them. Report it. Everyone should have a pretty basic understanding of when and where to report stuff online and on different platforms, and take a break on social media if the hate gets too much. That is how I deal with online hate. All right, now let's welcome Aqua Alex back to the show. Now it is time for our Aquascape online featured fish. And this week's featured fish from Aquascapeonline is another piranha. It is the Manueli piranha, Ceratosomus manueli, a beautiful piranha, one of my all-time favorite piranhas.
Aquascapeonline is proud to support Aqua Alex Cardinale and Aquatic Wetline. Aquascapeonline is an online exotic freshwater fish shop owned by Pedro Villegas, who specializes in piranhas, stingrays, cichlids, catfish, and more. Aquascapeonline has been Monster Fish Keeper's go-to place for exotic large growing predatory fish for over a decade. Looking for a specific type of piranha? Aquascape carries both Pygocentris and Ceratosalmus. We also have Exodon tetras, wolf fish, African tiger fish, and other toothy aquatic monsters. Check us out today. www.aquascapeonline.com.
So the Ceratosomus manueli piranha is one of the largest species of piranha within the genus Ceratosomus. Its size and weight are still yet to be determined, but it is safe to say that it reaches around the same size and weight as my favorite piranha, the black piranha or Ceratosomus rhombus. It is a solitary species of piranha, contrary to the social lifestyle of the much popular red-bellied piranha. As with all other piranhas, it is one of the hardest biting creatures on the planet relative to the body weight. The species is known to inhabit a diverse range of habitat, from the areas of dense rainforest to the tropical grasslands of the Venezuelan llanos. And here is a video showing you how beautiful the Manueli piranha can be. All right, and that was the Aquascapeonline featured fish. Now let's welcome Sergeant Slaughter back to the show one final time. And now Sergeant Slaughter has facts for us on Starbucks. So coffee lovers, here are your facts on your favorite coffee place, Starbucks. From yours truly, Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter back. Now let's learn about Starbucks. If you love coffee, then these facts are for you. Starbucks has its own coffee farm. Yes, Starbucks owns a coffee farm, and you can take a virtual tour. Purchased in 2013, Hacienda Alsacia is a 240-hectare coffee farm located in Costa Rica that serves as a working farm as well as Starbucks' global research and development facility. Costa Rican coffee has been a part of Starbucks' core offerings since it opened its doors in 1971. In 2018, Starbucks sold a limited edition offering of Hacienda Alsacia single-origin packaged coffee to customers around the world. This year, Starbucks launched an all-new virtual experience that invites partners and customers to explore Hacienda Alsacia. To access the virtual experience, visit coffeeexperiences.starbucks.com. The secret meaning behind partners' aprons. In more than 80 markets around the world, the green apron is a symbol of Starbucks. It signals a warm welcome and expert coffee craft from the more than 400,000 baristas who proudly wear one each day. But did you know there are many types of Starbucks aprons? Here are a few of the aprons your barista may be donning in stores. American flag embroidered apron. This embroidery celebrates veterans and military spouses. Mortarboard embroidered apron. Graduates of Starbucks College Achievement Plan receive this embroidered apron. Green aprons with ASL fingerspelling for our signing store partners in Washington, D.C., who identify as a deaf individual and ASL is their primary form of communication. This apron serves as both a source of pride for partners and a helpful cue to customers about communication and connection. Globally, Starbucks operates 10 signing stores in markets including Malaysia, the U.S., China, and Japan. Black apron. special designation for partners who have been certified for their coffee knowledge, known in some markets as coffee masters. Red apron. To help spread some holiday cheer, partners wear their red aprons when the holiday season arrives. Starbucks Reserve and Roastery aprons. These tan canvas aprons with leather straps are for our Reserve and Roastery partners, created to withstand years of labor and care needed for the art of roasting. Starbucks' first latte was introduced 13 years after opening in 1971. When Starbucks first opened its doors in 1971, its now much beloved brewed coffee was not on the menu, although it was only given as samples. The store sold bulk whole bean coffee, tea, and spices, as well as a selection of coffee makers, grinders, and teapots. That changed in 1983 when Howard Schultz walked the streets of Milan for the first time and immersed himself in the culture of the Italian cafe. The Italians had created the theater, romance, art, and magic of experiencing espresso, Schultz recalled. I was overwhelmed with a gut instinct that this is what we should be doing. The following year, Schultz convinced the founders to test the coffeehouse concept in downtown Seattle, where the first Starbucks Cafe Latte was served. When Starbucks launched its carbonated coffee beverage called Mazagran in 1994, customers were polarized. Some loved it, some hated it. Not many bought it more than once. But Mazagran is still an important part of Starbucks history because it launched the North American Coffee Partnership with PepsiCo, and the coffee extract found a new home in 1996 with the game-changing bottled Frappuccino. To provide economic opportunities in underserved and rural communities across the globe, Starbucks created the Community Store Program. These stores focus on hiring from the community, partnering with nonprofits and working with local artists, and serve as a space for community events and programs. Starbucks has invested in 19 community stores, with most recent store dedications in Carbondale, Illinois, and Tampa, Florida. The company plans to open 100 community stores by 2025. To learn more about how Starbucks community stores are making a positive difference in the communities it serves, see this story about the Watts Neighborhood Community Store in Los Angeles. Did you know that Starbucks' largest store is the Starbucks Reserve Roastery, Chicago? Here, all the coffee served in the store is freshly roasted on-site. The coffee roaster is the first thing visitors see when they enter the Chicago Roastery. The Chicago Roastery boasts 5 floors, and 35,000 square foot store celebrates the company's heritage in coffee roasting and the craft of coffee. Since 1971, Starbucks has been obsessed with the fine art of roasting and proud to showcase this expertise in 6 roasteries around the world. Starbucks master roasters tailor a unique roast for each coffee lot to unlock maximum flavor and nuance. The Chicago location also boasts an on-site Italian bakery, cocktail bar, curved elevator, and a 56-foot steel cask, the company's tallest. A sculptural blend of form and function where coffee beans go to rest and degas after being roasted. Those are all the facts that I have for you. Next week, I'll have facts on Palm Beach Zoo and Panera Bread. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, Sergeant Slaughter, for those amazing facts on Starbucks. Well, it's been an incredible show tonight. I had a great time. We still have our main event coming up next, but next week's show is going to be great as well. Here's what's on tap next Saturday.
The next Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale will be the last Saturday Live of February 2024. What an awesome show to end February. Live Saturday, February 24th, 2024 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's the next episode of Saturday Live. WWE Fan Alex Cardinale will be in the house to recap and review WWE Elimination Chamber, which airs early Saturday morning. Alex will recap the month that was February 2024, and as we get ready to celebrate 10 years on YouTube, Alex will compare 2014 to 2024. New York Yankees fans get ready. Bronx Bombers Spotlight debuts for the 2024 season, and Alex will preview the spring training schedule. The Oasis Aquatics featured fish is the tire track eel. Aquascapeonline featured fish is the Indo-Pacific tarpon. Aqua Alex's featured fish is the banded leporinus. The animal of the week will be the western gorilla. Sergeant Slaughter will have facts on Palm Beach Zoo and Panera Bread. Plus, Chef Alex Diabetic friendly recipe, Karens of the Week, and more. Live Saturday, February 24th, 2024 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale.
That's right. Next week, the debut of Bronx Bombers Spotlight. Yankee Chat begins next week on Saturday Live. Now it's time for our funny video. So this week's funny video is a compilation of funny wrestling moments. Check it out.
You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you. I am no pervert.
Seth Rollins, I'm coming for you, boy. And I'm coming hard.
He's also suffering from anal bleeding. What?
And as far as Bischoff goes, I'm gonna eat his ass.
I had to fight inch for inch to get this, and I'm not about to lay down on my back and let someone cover me.
I thank you very much.
Rey Mysterio not sucking off anybody. Oh, no, that's interesting. And I'm a man who loves to play with boys.
I mean, this is just warm-up right here.
Because I'm going to stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
And Mark Henry is handling the Big Johnson. The Rock just jerked Helmsley off.
Looks now he's broken the Warrior down, and I'm sure that's the first time in the...
Bang ding dong, he's Stone Cold
That's funny. All right, now it is time for our main event. It is now time for Aqua Alex's featured fish. And my featured fish today is the Blue Phantom Pleco, one of my favorite of the fancy plecos. I really like Blue Phantom Plecos. They are an incredible fish.
One fish, 1 week, in a world filled with thousands of different fish species. Which fish makes the cut? It's Fish of the Week.
So the L128 Blue Phantom Pleco is a beautifully marked, medium growing species of pleco found in the warm, fast-flowing, rocky waters of the Orinoco River in Colombia and Venezuela. With their light blue overall body coloration and stunning iridescent blue spots, this pleco is deservedly popular in the aquarium hobby and will do well in most medium to large community aquariums provided their needs are met. They are an omnivore in the wild. They will graze on algae and biofilm, but should be provided a varied diet including protein-rich seeking pellets and Repashy gel diet. Like most of their relatives in the genus Heme Ancestris, the Blue Phantom Pleco is sensitive to poor water quality, so be sure to perform frequent large water changes. They will do best when provided with plenty of hiding places, warm, slightly acidic water, and moderate to strong current. And here is a video showing you how beautiful the Blue Phantom Pleco can be.
One's in the bathroom, and the other's in the bedroom. Nice try. You got 3 fishes included. They're little things. Your dad told us to bring it in.
He wanted a couple of the affiliates that we have growing, and I had affiliates. We got the wide league and the long league. He asked if once they got up big enough and started rooting, we cut off some of their new form. So,
All right, that was this week's featured fish. I hope you enjoyed learning about the Blue Phantom Pleco. And that is this week's episode of Saturday Live. I would like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. I want to thank Jeff for participating in tonight's show as well. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday evening, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you next Saturday for our next episode of Saturday Live. I'm Alex Cardinale, and you've been watching Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale. Have a great rest of your weekend. Alex from Green Acres, Florida, signing off. Good night, everybody.
The Real Alex Cardinale would like to thank you for watching this live stream. I hope you enjoyed the show and learned something new. Please take a moment to hit the like button. Please hit the share button and share today's video on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. If you are not yet subscribed, I highly recommend subscribing to my channel. Simply hit the subscribe button and then ding the notification bell so you'll be notified when I go live next or upload a new video. Please like our Facebook page, The Real Alex Cardinale, for exclusive news and updates on live streams and exciting videos. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching.